With January just around the corner, we need to start picking up some points and putting ourselves in a position where we're an attractive potential destination for a new striker. You guys have given me some suggestions and I've added them to the shortlist. We'll be adding to it yet further over the next episode or two as we push towards the January transfer window. Of course, the Milner deal is now assured and he will join us on January the 1st. Haaland is going to be a player we'll sign in a later season. I'm just keeping him on the shortlist to keep tabs on how he's doing. Scored a hat-trick on his debut off the bench for Borussia Dortmund this past weekend. He's one hell of a player. So on the shortlist currently, I have Aaron Lea Iseka, Alex Teixeira, Callum Robertson, Musa Marega, Tino Kadewere. Don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce that, to be completely honest. Simon Moreno, Divock Origi, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Cedric Bakambu, and Gabriel Martinelli, Troy Parrott, Timothy Weah. Callum Wilson is actually transfer listed at Bournemouth, so that could be a real genuine potential there. As is Juan Camilo Hernandez at Watford. His dribbling doesn't look that good though. Ball control is 60 to 70, but finishing wise, very good. So if the ball falls to him, then he's going to put it away. And he's quick too. Scott Hogan is also transfer listed. And Ryan Kent obviously is a wide player that we're hoping to bring in. To be fair, I could maybe utilise him at striker with his pace and just hope that the 68 finishing holds up. Currently, continuing on with Shea Adams out on the right, with Tyler Roberts striker, Jared Bowen still central as that's where he's been getting the goals, and Alioski on the left. You guys recommend that I stick with Phillips and Shackleton in midfield as well, and the back four and goalkeeper are unchanged. Gazaniga now 78 rated though, a little bit of growth for him. We start today with a game against Aston Villa, and then some big fixtures. A really, really tough run of fixtures. Everton, Manchester United, Arsenal and Chelsea. Yeah, not going to be the easiest to run into January. Awaiting the third round of the FA Cup draw as well, which should come on that Saturday the 2nd, which is just 2 days after the game against Newcastle. So a busy Christmas period on the way, but I'd like to start getting some sort of form back by the time we get there. But with the nature of the fixtures we've got coming up, we're going to have to make the most of fixtures like this and pray that we can just survive the more difficult ones. That said, Villa are 9th and Everton are 7th. So we're playing 3 top half sides today. It's not going to be easy. We didn't hit 1,000 likes in the last episode. Let's rectify that by hitting 1,000 likes at least in today's video if we possibly can, if you don't mind. And hopefully we can give you some points to try and justify that like rating too. Aston Villa's 11 then. Tom Heaton in goal, unsurprisingly. Gilbert, Suleiman, Engels and Neil Taylor as a back four. 3 in midfield. Conor Horan, Douglas Luiz and Jack Grealish. Captain with his new scanned game face. El Ghazi, Wesley and Mahmoud Trezeguet as the front 3. Ordinarily, you'd say definitely a winnable game, but with the form that they've been in, to find themselves 9th in the table at this early stage, and the form that we've been in, to find ourselves down in 13th or 14th and only 4 points above the drop, I'm not sure how confident I am, but we shall try our absolute best, which is all we can do all season, and pray that in the end, we have enough points to stay up. Down the line there to Jack Grealish. Cuts inside nicely. Finds Trezeguet again, looking for Wesley. Oh my lord, how's that not gone in? Keeper and post in the way there. Tyler Roberts fails physically to get anything on that. Douglas Luiz finds Wesley again in space again. He's dropped the shoulder again. And again, for a second time, he's failed to score. Villa mean business. Wesley certainly means business. We're going to have to keep a keen eye on him in this game. His strength is going to be really difficult to play against. It's a terrible pass from Alioski there. And Anwar El Ghazi's driving forward. Jamie Shackleton sticking with him. I thought Trezeguet was offside. There he was. So we won't need to defend the ball across to Wesley. He's put it in the back of the net, but it won't count. Driving inside. Conor Horan. He's on the transfer list as well, actually. Anwar El Ghazi in the box. Away by Ben White. I think Wesley was probably going to be offside had the ball reached him there as well, to be fair. Lofting that in towards him, and he's brought that down well. And the shot comfortable enough for Gazaniga. Oh, Villa in business today, don't they? You can see why they are where they are in the league. Very positive, driving forward at any given opportunity. Shea Adams is carrying a knock at the minute. The pass wasn't meant for him, but ended up at his feet. We're really struggling to have any sort of possession here. Bournemouth have gone 1-0 up against Brighton. We might be taking one of their strikers off them in the January window, potentially. In fact, a couple of the players I've got on that shortlist are actually running out of contract in the next 8 months. So, or at the end of the season, basically. So we might be able to sign someone on a pre-contract as well for next year, should our finances stretch that far. It's a lovely ball to Alioski, and he's brought that down really nicely. He's getting away from the defender and staying away from the defender too. And we'll lift it into the middle. We'll try again. Back there to Calvin Phillips. There's Jamie Shackleton. It's in. I thought it was going a long way wide. It's not. It's floated in off the far post. We take a 1-0 lead through Jamie Shackleton. My first chance of the game that we've been able to create. Alioski doing all the hard work down the left. Finding a free man in Calvin Phillips. Early pass to Jamie Shackleton. Had to get that across there quickly so that he wasn't closed down, nor was Calvin Phillips. And it's just drifted in off the post. He had to loop it like that to get it past all the 3 men in front of him. 4, in fact, with the number 37 coming across as well. Great finish. We lead 1-0. Trezeguet. Villa coming forward again. It has been all attacking play from them. Got one opportunity to go forward ourselves and actually made it pay. Shea Adams can't get anything on that. Cooper. Grealish! Ooh. Just reacting to the ball as it came free there, Jack Grealish, but not able to keep it down. Another chance for Villa to add to their plethora of opportunities so far, but still no goal for them. I don't know if Shea Adams is actually perhaps going to have to come off at half-time here. That's what I've been doing all game, just running out of room, running straight into a defender. The one time we were able to get the opportunity, he actually ended up going in the back of the net. Hopefully, provided we can stem the flow of this attack, which we haven't been able to do, and Trezeguet might well score here. Good save, Gazaniga drilled hard and low towards the near post, saved with his feet. What a signing he's been. Hello, Gazaniga. Oh, it's fingertip stuff, wasn't with his feet. Really strong hands. Strong fingers. Conor Hourihane delivers and delivers well. Engels with the header. That came off Fredericks. It'll be another Villa corner. I've not been pressured like this for such a considerable period of time in any game this season, I don't feel like. It's been all Villa. But we have survived till half-time. And hopefully we'll do so until the end of the game as well. But I am going to have to take Shea Adams off here. You saw him holding his hamstring. Let's bring on Jack Clark at half-time. And we'll see what we can do in the second 45. El Ghazi on the breakaway down the right here for Villa. Always got options in the middle, Aston Villa. The 3 up top works very well thus far. It's a nice turn, but it didn't quite pay off. But I've run straight into Gilbert. Pushed very high up. You can see how far up Gilbert was there as the right back, and the left back's not even involved anywhere close to the play, but he's also pushed quite high up on the far side. Here's El Ghazi again. Again, he tries the footwork. Again, it doesn't work. But still, the ball comes into the box. We'll bring that down. We'll get away with Ryan Fredericks. Bowen caught by Jack Grealish. So Wesley trying to squeeze it through. It will reach Trezeguet. I just couldn't get it out of anyone's feet. It was stuck. The 2 players' feet just couldn't get rid of it. Trying it, do something, anything. There, rolls over his toe, can't get there. There, gets stuck bouncing off the defender's shin. And despite pressing any buttons, he just couldn't get rid of it. And Trezeguet buries the ball. After all their pressure, we defended very well. And to concede in that manner, really frustrating actually. Because that fell out of my control. I was trying my hardest to get rid of the ball. Nothing worked. Never mind. Aston Villa equalise. And to be fair, if anyone's going to win this game, it's probably going to be them. But if we can salvage a point and keep this 1-1 scoreline, then I will be thrilled. We'll take the free kick there as well. I'm going to make a change. We'll take Alioski off for Jack Marriott, and we'll throw Tyler Roberts out wide, and Marriott can go on through the middle. There's been some calls to play Patrick Bamford again in the comment section as well, but I'm not keen on doing that. He wasn't that good for me in the Championship. I certainly don't think that he's going to be able to cut the mustard in the Premier League. We do have Patrick Bamford and Jack Marriott, for that matter, transfer listed right now. Here's Jared Bowen, though. Oh, that's got to be another free kick, and this really is a good position. Yellow card for that defender as well. Suleiman. 2 strikers on the transfer list, with one hopefully going to come in January. At least one going to come in January. Now, Pablo Hernandez has scored a great free kick for me already this season, but we could be able to score one. Oh, with Jared Bowen there. The second effort is well blocked by Suleiman, the man that gave away the free kick in the first place. Liam Cooper, Phillips, Jack Clark, Can we accelerate around the outside the defender? No, let's just not play any risky passes. Make sure we keep the ball. Bowen can spin on his left and then maybe try and find the corner. But he's put it in the stand. Here's Gilbert. Back there to Guzman. Or tried to get that down the line and just completely miskicked it. Now can we? Oh no, I've thrown that straight to Wesley as it happens. I was going to say, can we go on a counter-attack? We might end up conceding here. Just be wary not to draw people too far out of position. Gilbert could squeeze a cross in. It comes off Tyler Roberts and will be a final opportunity for Aston Villa. Anwar El Ghazi from the corner. Delivered in and away, please, Ryan Fredericks. That wasn't really as away as I'd hoped. Suleiman to Guzman, who's turned well. Caught, but no foul given. Now, can I get this away before the final whistle goes? No, it's a point at home against Villa. Not to be snubbed. Pleased to have been able to get a point from that, especially having weathered the storm in the first half. But having weathered that storm and then gone 1-0 up, perhaps still slightly frustrating not to have won the game. Most important thing is we scored. So that's 2 goals scored in a row after a real dry spell recently. And we'll actually take confidence in that. Head into the game against Everton now and try and get something from that too. Shay Adams unfortunately going to be out for 3 weeks with a sprained knee. Picked up in that game, which is going to keep him out for a considerable period of time. We'll throw Jack Clark into the starting lineup and Patrick Bamford will have the opportunity to potentially come off the bench and have something to say about proceedings over the next few games. Jamie Shackleton was the last one we trained, so Leif Davis will be the next one. Tyler Roberts, 75 rated now, pushing on towards 76, although only just on that occasion. We are still 14th in the league. But with that point, we've pushed 5 points clear of the drop zone, rather than just the 4. Forest, Brighton and Sheffield United all there on 8 points. We're on 13 so far, and our goal difference is better than everyone else below us. Although it's worse than everybody else above us. We face Everton next, who scored 27 goals so far this season, having a very good season in front of goal. Have they got any top goal scorers? Tammy Abraham with 9 for them so far, up top. Leeds next, transfer offer for Jack Marriott, £8 million from Sporting Lisbon. I shall try and negotiate that as best I can. Have to, of course, bear in mind that he's still on the transfer list, so they won't be willing to pay a premium for him. But I'd be very happy with anywhere upwards of 10. So I'll ask for 11 and we'll see if they'll negotiate. They will, but not far. How about 10.3? Trying to raise additional funds here for a striker purchase of our own. How about 9.6? No? Okay, fine. Looks like we will have to go between the £8.5 to £9 million area. A training injury for Jamie Shackleton 6 days is fine. We can cope with 6 days. These youngsters all look like they're going to be pretty decent. Isaac Price probably the least likely to excel, but we are training him and his physical stats are already pretty decent. So if he can just get his stand tackling and his slide tackling up, then he'll be a pretty handy, if not well-rounded defender, useful at the very least. To be fair, Elliot Price at 6'7", probably better utilised as centre-back. 81 strength, 80 jumping. Bradley Bryce looks like he's going to be pretty decent, as does Brandon Cooper. We've got some good defenders on the way, but they're not good enough yet. Hopefully we, though, can be good enough at Goodison Park. Unsurprisingly, Pickford in goal. Kenny, Holgate, Mina, Baines, still using Leighton Baines at left back. Walcott, Sigurdsson, Gomez and Richarlison with Tosun and Tammy up top, 4-4-2. Leighton Baines is slow, so we're going to prioritise him as their main weak point in defence. Come down my right-hand side with Jack Clark, and hopefully he can have a field day. Down the right, his pace is going to be really difficult to deal with. It's a really deep ball. Fredericks defends acrobatically. That'll drop for Gylfi Sigurdsson. We can't let him have any efforts. Tink Tosun fires wide. He's just gone out on loan, Tosun, to, was it Crystal Palace in the Premier League? And just scored against City last weekend. I know he scored for whoever it was that he was on loan with. I think it's Palace. And he scored against City. Hopefully he doesn't score against me today. Now, as I mentioned, I'm going to try and isolate Leighton Baines and his lack of pace at left back. Although with the new ultimate sliders or ultimate stats I'm not sure whether that will actually be a lack of pace for Leighton Baines, whether it will still actually be pretty quick. But we'll wait and see. Hopefully, though, we can find some form of weak link in their back line. But they're chasing European football this season, Everton. Or at least they're starting to look like they might be contenders for a Europa League spot, judging by how their season has started. So they're not to be underestimated. Very, very capable team with some extremely good players in there too. Fredericks turn inside. That's really well worked. And Jack Clark is going to get away from the defender here. I just need someone to put it back to. Oh, it wasn't meant to go to you, Calvin. It was meant to go straight to Jared Bowen, and the chance has been wasted. I need to be better in the final third. I needed that final pass, and I'm certain Bowen would have tucked that away. Oh, that's my fault there. One misplaced pass, and we've lost our chance to go 1-0 up. We might even end up going 1-0 down. Tosun, we are. You could just tell that that was going to happen. You throw away one chance at one end and go behind at the other. Such is life in the Premier League. Leighton Baines on the run. Looks down the line. Richarlison had a head start on Fredericks there. Hopefully it's a terrible pass. I didn't play that there. Oh, it's going to be 2-0. Phillips was nicely intercepted by Ryan Fredericks. And space. Bowen quickly to Jack Clark. Can we find Jared Bowen on this occasion? Yes, we can. Oh my God, his touch is so bad. Get it back in towards him. His touch is better on this occasion. I can't believe his first touch was that horrible. Tyler Roberts looking through. Oh, Alioski, you had the space, but you couldn't tuck it home. That is a gilt-edged opportunity. We've had two really good chances to score now. One where I misplaced the pass and didn't pick out the right man, where Bowen was in so much space in the box to score. The reactions of their midfielders to intercept these passes is unreal. And then another one there where Alioski was through one-on-one and with his right foot, don't score again. Oh, how is your luck? Twice we could have scored. Twice we conceded on the counter-attack. Tammy makes it 3-0 Everton. And that was so lucky. That was nicely done. But we blocked the first shot beautifully and it falls right back to him. How is your luck? Tammy Abraham's 10th goal of the Premier League season. We are getting a battering at Goodison Park. Corner for Everton. Theo to deliver. Gylfi's gone off for them now. Oh, Yerry Mina with a powerful header. The number 40 makes the scoreline read the same. 4-0 to Everton. This is levelling our biggest defeat of the season. We got a 4-0 battering away from home against Norwich. And this is turning into Badison Park for us rather than Goodison. I'd really rather just go home right now. I felt positive after the draw against Villa. Slight knock to the confidence, this. Slight knock to the confidence. Bowen. It's a 4 short. Tyler Roberts is available out wide. We utilise him here. He's beaten Leighton Baines rather comfortably. And he's beaten Yerry Mina too. Tyler Roberts. Pickford with the save. I couldn't deny him the opportunity of going for goal there. It's not like him scoring or not scoring is going to decide the result. Pickford punches that. Tom Davies will clear. I'm going to try and get this back out wide again, which we've done well. Tyler Roberts is working this right flank really, really nicely. Oh, delivery not quite as accurate as it needs to be. And Yerry Mina will clear. The way Tyler Roberts has played there on the right-hand side, I'm tempted to move him back out wide again. He's been all right through the middle, but it's not like he's been flowing goals into the back of the net. And to be fair, with the potential of a new striker coming in January, he's going to be moved out wide to get first-team football anyway. I might try Tyler Roberts. I mean, it's Man United next, so it's not really going to make much difference, is it? But I'll try Tyler Roberts on the right-hand side against United. And then throw Jack Marriott or Patrick Bamford up top through the middle and just see what happens. But that was a terrible, terrible performance. We'll focus on the team, not individuals. Shea Adams is injured anyway, and he's scored one goal. I know he's the only striker to score a goal for me this season, but he's only got one. 6 wins, 6 games without a win now, sorry. We need to think long and hard about what we're doing. Unfortunately, even the minute when I'm doing that, it's not working for us. A point against Villa resounding defeat against Everton. I'm glad Calvin Phillips is happy now that he's playing every game, even though before he was playing every game. We'll see what happens in the next one, but I would imagine we'll probably lose there too. Transfer offer for Patrick Bamford from River Plate, valued at 7.2. Sorry, valued at 7. They've bid 7.2. I shall ask for 9 and see if they'll pay it. I don't know, as River Plate have that much money at their disposal. 7.4. They've come up a little bit. I'll come down considerably. Let's see if they're willing to negotiate. They've come up a little bit more. Will you meet me in the middle? Maybe 8.1 is slap bang in the middle. No. All right. Suit yourselves. For the sake of £300,000, they'll say no. Manchester United next. They were 6th. They are now still 6th. Level on points, though, with Manchester City. It's still Chelsea that lead the way. Go on, boys. We are 3 points above the relegation zone now, with Fulham winning their last game. Brighton beat Sheffield United in their last game. It was a big game, Brighton versus Sheffield United. It was the South Coasters that came out on top, and now they've pulled themselves away from the drop zone. Pre-match press conference here, which hopefully we can try and buoy the lads' spirits. This is a big game for Leeds fans against Manchester United. The performance must be better in the next one. I have to be honest. It might affect negatively morale, but I have to be honest, and it's our responsibility to try and turn things around. 6 games without a win is not good at all. I could say it's me to blame, frustrated to see us play and we're lost with something. It's probably me to blame, isn't it? 9 times out of 10, it's my fault. Let's see what we can do at home against Manchester United. Although I don't expect it's going to be that much. Man United's team, David De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Rojo, Phil Jones and Diogo Dalot at the back, James Garner and Dennis Zakaria in the midfield, Andres Pereira, Wamata, Timothy Castagna and Mason Greenwood up top. They are rotating heavily for this game. Will that play in our favour? Garner, out to Castagna, Garner again. I genuinely don't know what to expect from this United team here. Andres Pereira, I read that, thank you very much. I don't really understand why they've rotated so heavily. Like, yes, we're mid-table, but we're not that bad. Like, we've had some decent results. We held City to a draw, and they played a relatively strong team. We did well against Tottenham too. So I don't know as they've really made the right decision rotating like this. We'll wait and see come the end of the game, and if the result is in their favour, then fair enough. But they haven't necessarily had the best of starts to the season, and with such talent at their disposal, and the fact that this is a derby, like, I almost feel offended that in a derby, Leeds United versus Manchester United is a derby, and I genuinely feel slightly offended that they haven't taken us seriously. It's like, I know that Everton-Liverpool was in the cup, but if that were a league match and Liverpool had fielded that side against Everton, Everton would have taken offence that they weren't being taken seriously. And I kind of feel similarly here. I don't know whether Man United are having, you know, a strong run of fixtures with cup football and European football, etc. But you'd have thought the Premier League would have taken some level of priority. Evidently not. I kind of want to get a victory against them then, to be completely honest, or at least take something off them to try and ensure that the fans feel like, you know, if they do feel offended that Leeds have been underestimated here, we can prove to the Manchester United management and team that we aren't to be underestimated. Bamford stumbles there, but does do well to find Tyler Roberts, but he can't hold off Diogo Dalot. No real chances in this game, to be completely honest, at this stage. In fact, no chances whatsoever. One of those games, it seems. We haven't got a massive amount of quality. They aren't playing a quality team, as we've covered now in depth. And as such, not a very good game. Andres Pereira might be able to set United up for the first chance here, but Ben White gets to that first and just pumps it away. I don't really know what else to say about this first half other than snore. Castagna forward to Mason Greenwood. He's got runners around him. I'll have that though, please. Okay, I won't have that then. Never mind. Dallo. I couldn't step in with Tyler Roberts. Castagna back to Dallo again. He's whipped in a couple of good crosses so far. They haven't been able to get anything from them. They might get something from this though. Header tamely into the arms of Gazzaniga, who's just waiting for it to drop to him, thankfully. Very nearly 1-0 Man United though. That was a terrible pass. Kind of finds Dallo. That was the first chance of the game. We might get a second here. We will. And it's a goal for Manchester United. James Garner with the header. Pushing a long way forward from CDM. But he's got the height and physicality for that position. Or that specific scenario. What he's doing there, though, I've no idea. Edge of the 6-yard box. Defender in front of him. Didn't even bother. I don't know whether he just knew he wasn't going to get there. But found himself between the centre-backs, James Garner. And we have the first goal of the game. Will that spark this fixture into life? Shackleton. Calvin Phillips. United sitting deep now. So many men behind the ball here. But we might still be able to find a way through. Jack Marriott. Oh, I don't know where the defender's gone. Phil Jones opened up. And De Gea makes the save. Where is Phil Jones going there? I should have done better with that chance, to be fair. Bowen will deliver the corner. It's a decent one. Keeper's going to come to punch. Lioski can't win the header, but will get to the loose ball first. We'll use the players I've got here in support. Cooper to Shackleton. There's Tyler Roberts. Spins the man well. Looking inside. Can't find a teammate. Oh, loose from United though. And Shackleton into Jared Bowen. Oh, I think it was offside anyway. I've got it back here with Jared. We'll just let fly. And we'll just shoot wide. Oh, he's dead on his feet there, Jared Bowen now. We're coming into that part of the season where those fixtures are going to start coming thick and fast. We are going to need the squad depth. Shea Adams is on his way back from injury, which is good. We should have everyone back fully fit and fighting for the next episode. And I'm going to need them as well because it's from then on that the fixtures start coming twice a week for probably about a month once the FA Cup gets involved. Chelsea 3-0 up against Watford away from home. Desperate not to lose against Manchester United, but they've got themselves a corner here and might find themselves a second. It's Andreas Pereira to deliver into the middle. Oof, looped and away by the keeper. Roberts against, well, Alexis Sanchez, actually, of all people, for Manchester United. Switched across here to Alioski. That's nicely done. Shackleton using that acceleration. That was nicely done too. This could be good. Oh, no, that was supposed to go all the way out to Alioski, and it's under hit by Jack Marriott, and we've lost possession. Balls. That was actually looking like a good counter-attack there. I just haven't, not just on this occasion, but so far this season, really had that final ball when I've needed it. Case in point, the chance against Everton where I could have pulled that back, and then we ended up conceding on the counter the first goal of what ended up being 4. It was a really good chance, and if we'd have found the right pass, which we have done there. Oh, Tyler, please! Jesus! Kick the ball, fam! I'm telling him to shoot, and he just will not kick the ball. It's like, I've got a man on my shoulder, I can't kick it. Mate, if I press shoot, you bloody shoot, especially when you're one-on-one. Now we'll concede going the other way. Oh, no, absolutely typical. It's happened against Everton, and it's happened now against Manchester United as well. Brilliant chance to score. It not happening for us. And then conceding going the other way. 2-0 Man United. We're going to lose again. I do not deserve that, though. I pressed shoot with Tyler Roberts there, and he would not kick it. He just stood there looking at it at his feet. Like some sort of idiot that had never seen a football before. That pass wasn't supposed to go out there either. Oh, that's annoying. Really annoying against a second string Manchester United team. I deserved a point there, and I don't know why Tyler Roberts hasn't shot. And I'm pissed off because he should have shot We should have equalised, and they shouldn't have had the chance to go up the other end and score the second. That's infuriating. It's situations like that that will make the difference when it comes to staying up or heading back down to the Championship. And we really need to think long and hard about what to do in January, because I need someone that's going to act on instinct up top. And I don't have a single player that's doing that right now. I should have gotten a point there. Tyler Roberts, I am pissed off at you, mate. I pressed shoot and nothing happened. You just dilly-dallied next to the ball, and because there was a man on your shoulder, you wouldn't dare kick it. Infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. And the next game comes against Arsenal just 3 days later. Still 3 points to gap to the drop, but it should be 4. I'm so annoyed that we haven't gotten a point from that game against Man United. Against a rival as well. In the last few moments. Just shoot the ball, pal. Please, I beg of you. Arsenal coming up next as the first game of the next episode. A transfer offer for Jamie Shackleton, which we shall certainly be rejecting. He's going nowhere. He's my Pablo Hernandez replacement. My creative future lies on his shoulders. Arsenal, Chelsea, Fulham, and then Villa and Newcastle before the FA Cup on the 2nd of January. Pissed off. 2 games in 4 days against great opposition as well. Doesn't look promising, does it? Ugh! Such is life when you're not a very good team in a good division. It's what we have to try and battle through in the Premier League, and we'll continue to try and do it tomorrow. I'll see you then.